apparently had
I think they would just use him as kind of like assistant coach vibes.
He didn't quite know.
If that is a thing. Okay, we raid boss the raid boss. He's a raid boss normally. Now he's got a shield.
Look, all I'm going to say is, like, the two of them could not be
T1
more different.
on attack, you got Team Secret on
so,
defense.
like, the fact that he got him confused.
It's very funny.
Yeah, it is hilarious. Do love Rossi, though. Not afraid to speak his mind, that's for sure. Team Secret being thoroughly aggressive.
You think it's more likely to see 2G or GE go to champs? Wait, I think it's more likely to see 2G or 2G go to champs. 2G, because honestly, they'll get Spike back, and that guy's insane.
Decent amount of this pressure's coming from. Shield going to be broken there as the shock dart flies through. Otherwise, damage is avoided. Strafing forward, Jeremy able to find one. Izu going to be taken down. Wild Oreo trying to hold the back line and does. Sylvan falls. Suddenly, it is all on Meteor. After shock,
Well, maybe we change our answer.
Clear him. Finds the first. Will not find
nice
anything else.
Anders,
Pistol goes the way of Secret.
Really good pistol.
Just
Nice
a
shots
really
to hit
nice
as well.
game plan here off the rip
Yeah,
for Team
just a
Secret.
1-4 push behind as well.
Just playing fallback the whole way. Even gets a kill as he rotates up into heaven. Uses that shock dart to clear the shield of the ISO, which is one of the biggest threats that T1 is going to be bringing into those pistol rounds. And able to really knock away the win conditions from T1 there. So really nicely thought out by Team Secret. Not afraid to
and T1
kind of group up,
T1
take a
didn't
push out
know
through
about the
attacker
numbers
spawn,
behind. Well,
and just come at
they
T1
know about
from
the
a
numbers
bunch of different
behind.
directions. So
They didn't take any map
start to the
control, so they
day.
kind of got wrecked.
That guy that was just on our
Meteor,
screens.
Sheriff, Armor.
Certainly
We
finds
got
himself
Outlaw,
on
we
the
got
scoreboard.
Marsh,
Envy
we got
is
Stinger.
absolutely who I'm going to be having my eyes on here for Team Secret. Has been the linchpin for them. The top and most consistent performing member for this squad.
Okay, so they're going to create pressure around the map, but I'm looking at Sylvan, and he's already on short.
Yes.
He's got a 250
Dude,
ACS
Sylvan's
right now.
15 seconds walked up short and broke the
Crazy
camera.
how good he is on initiators.
Meteor, though, has he slipped the net? If he swings out around this corner, or if he just peeks back into garage, I mean, he's got two players basically dead to rights here.
What's going on here?
But right now,
How are they everywhere?
Thagnan just sat inside. There you go. Takes the timing, goes for the shot, puts up the shield, looking for the exit, and will be able to get out scot-free in the meantime. Plant coming through here on the A site. Stinger's Spectre, as well as that Outlaw, which is still being brought across the map here.
How does that shock bounce
Trying to go for the retake, but Wild Oreo is able to find the headshot spray there onto Izu. Buzz taken down, and now they close the distance down.
Okay, nice though. Nice fast flood.
Trying to arrive, but looks like it might just end up being a
Might
little
get a
bit
kill
too
though.
late.
Okay, doesn't get a kill.
Will find a third.
One
Overall,
away from his
two
ult
players
though,
lost. A bit
so
of damage is dealt here.
definitely
Given the
gonna see
investments
some
from
kind of
Cyber
punish
Secret,
over
they still
towards
close things
C
out.
from Team Secret
Classic
here.
Meteor.
Like
Start
all
things
the
out, just
focus should be
somehow
on
finds
C
a way to
really.
slip the net, has great reads on his opponents, does his homework, and
It looked a little bit rough to be
some
honest.
value
Like
in the
T1 were
round.
everywhere
The rest
within the
of
first
T1
20
gets the
seconds.
plant down, gives themselves a chance. But the
Found
overwhelming
two.
firepower.
They found two
that
gaps, then they played
Secret
retake
is
A.
able to bear. Very, very nice. Just love it. Run and gun with those short-range weapons, looking so good for Team Secret. Really like the game plans.
Yeah, we're looking at Team Secret. They got
You do have the Outlaw.
two people ready to kind of
full
punish
shields
over towards the
for
orb
T1.
on long
Full shields,
because
Meteor, one away from having that kill contract online.
that for sure is the easiest call right now.
See if that comes into play here, or if he wants to try to save
Yeah,
that
I like this.
for
Even though they're creating
future
pressure on
round.
the map, you would imagine
Team
at one
Secret,
point they go
the
back.
bonus conversion here would be absolutely massive.
And they've got 2 GE pushed up into Cubby already, so if there was an attempt to go for the orb to get ISO the ult, they might be able to counter that, stop it, but for now, a lot of presence being shown.
Why are people flaming me on
Being
VLR?
made by
I mean, it's
T1.
VLR, mate. It's a public forum.
Letting some
The internet
gunfire rip,
exists.
sending out the drone.
12-years have
Spot
access
there.
to the internet as
Suss
well.
out the Cypher utility. It feels like they've done so. Plan B.
Pick out. Ooh, blind is there, but so is Envy. Just peeks in from window and Buzz. Got no one there behind him. Ends up falling down. Rest of T1 looking like, I mean, they've taken a leaf out of Team Secret's book from a couple years ago. They're just attacking A.
Yeah, that was a gun drop too.
No one in position to get a
Adds
kill
a
off
lot of
the
firepower there to Team Secret's
toe trip
retake.
though.
It's been something they've been happy to try to go for.
Into the
Shock
hands of Envy.
darts.
It's more worrying than
Yeah,
VLR isn't flaming someone like this. That's actually
Close.
true, yeah.
No teleports available.
Nice to see Jesse back on the Silva.
Oh, he jumped over the trip. Wait.
Oh, I think he actually did manage to jump
2G's made it.
He did.
Meteor still sights in over towards long, trying to spot this out of Stacks. Pushes forward into the cyber cage. 2G going to be taken down. Jesse Bash able to find one, and Stacks will continue to fall to his hand.
It was a nice try, though.
And overall,
actually,
not a bad bonus attempt.
No, they had a lot of potential here. They took 3 guns out of him.
Yeah, not at all. Not bad at all. Gotta like what you're seeing. This goes back to what the desk was talking about in the lead up to this. Wanting to see a bit more play for retake. Let some of that util come out early from the side of T1.
They're flaming the chat moderation. They don't like being able to flame here, so they found VLR. I mean, it's just a bunch of kids who are addicted to dopamine, and their parents never told them no from a young age. And they don't understand the world. It's the first time they've ever been punished in their life.
Trying to grab the orb.
Flash does force Jesse Bash off of that. Now he's going to be pulled in to the gulag and swiftly dealt with Meteor.
Okay,
nice. The shutdown is once again onto the A side we go, and Wild Oreo.
Dude, it's always a nightmare playing against ISO, especially ISO when it's Meteor.
Either way, ends up dying. That's going to be a monstrous advantage now in the round, and already the call to save sounded
just
here by
a
Secret,
real
so
simple one. Just side hit with the ISO or capitalize off the space.
Round. You have the ISO ult.
Yeah.
You grab somebody.
This is the thing about this comp. It's like normally
send Buzz in.
This is two, like, these are round wins.
It is round over. GG, go next. Meteor, not afraid. Has plenty of money, so he can go on a little bit of an exploration himself. But I don't think Team Secret's going to be.
What's the point in Euro TPing A long? You probably capitalize off space mains.
General, though,
I didn't fully see it. I imagine they recon tier TP tier, right? It's just a catch space. Make sure that if they do ISO ult, they can be a little bit earlier.
With his rifling, with everything, I mean. Look,
also means they don't have chance to like vision block and take the space back to the recon's cleared.
I think when you account
also
for
mess up
everything
their
that he can
timings.
do, the different roles that he can play, the skill that he has, he can snipe if you want him to. He's the best rifler on the planet right now, it seems like, because he doesn't lose these at all.
It's a stupid discourse that you're allowed to say whatever and can't be held accountable for it. I mean, yeah, it's also, they are like, this is the thing, it's also like, it is kids.
I don't think you'll find
like
too
it is
many people
just
who are really willing to disagree with you.
It's kids that are just typing, man.
Logic.
Not like, it is what it is.
So.
I mean, look, if you still think Ospas is the GOAT, I'm with you. I think overall, you might be right. But right now, I think Meteor might have it.
Maybe Toronto could be a proving ground there. We'll have to wait and see for the future. As for now, Hunter's Fury going to be opened up by Jesse Bash. Hunting here, trying to see if he can spot anything out, but this time around,
okay,
no
clears short so that he can take the angle, but at the same time, my jet's pushing long.
He will be able to strike Jeremy, not sure what hit him. And given that the
I
plan's
don't
coming
really
through,
like the idea, but they gotta do something after they lose C control.
Okay, he does manage to find an elimination. Maybe an opportunity to try to wiggle their way back in for a retake here. Maybe it was just going to end up being a very quick call to save.
Gojo, thank you so much for the prime, bro. Appreciate the 2 months.
Dissipates down. Buzz holding forward, going to be good for 1, then gets eliminated. Hunter's Fury also used here by Stacks. Maybe not the most necessary.
Yeah, looking clean though. Looking clean. Team Secret have enough money to buy into this one, but the problem is, like we spoke about earlier, they're now against the Euro. Probably gonna lose this one.
Meteor, so good. Has that double tap popped. Izu watching on the flanks. Envy, there's somebody who can shut Meteor down. Absolutely, it could be Envy for Team Secret. We're bigging him up and with good reason. Incredible player. Nice work there by Sylvan at the end to hold things down. Okay, T1 starting to find their form. Buzz has his ult. Are they just going to go for a quick...
They wanted a very good play on VLR. Nope. They said that the mods are soft, but they made a VLR for him to complain about you getting deleted. It's true.
Oh, it's outside the smoke. You don't see him.
But mate, you're trying to... The problem is, you're trying to reason with young people. It's not going to happen, man. Just let him be.
Well, Oreo scattering back here. There's a Buzz on the chase. At least spotting out one. Not sure if he got a glimpse of 2G. certainly has seen Envy. He's just gonna guide Meteor forward.
Jesus Christ, man. He has another ult, dude. Like every single buy round, Team Secret are up against an Yoru or an ISO ult. Take full space with the Yoru ult. Big distraction over towards Garage. He just decides to push on the spawn. Team Secret are kind of sleeping a little bit, but...
You're going to wait this ult out. You're going to wait out the double tap. Nope, Meteor's not even going to give you a chance.
You know what was in the back of Team Secret's heads?
Meteor's bullets.
Is Jesse Bash going to see if he can hold on to the weapon? He cannot, Stacks. Able to flush him out and make this as costly as possible. It's Jeremy slowly slinking his way into heaven to try to hold on to this. And looks like they're not going to go pushing up towards him, so he should be able to retain the weapon.
Well, and now you're going to have to contest with another Meteor ult in the next round, potentially.
What's he on right now? 9 and 4?
Scuffed by for Team Secret. I mean, no fear. And when you have a Yoru leading the way, of course, makes it a little easier. Unbelievable. Just absolutely unbelievable. He's so clean. And yeah, you got to take a timeout. I mean, it looked good
to walk down middle and duel
people. Even the bonus round looked stable. It looked like they had a good read on things. Looked like they had a good game plan. But, you know, things start unraveling pretty quickly. Meteor comes online.
Which map's the best with Yoru only? What should Paper X map pool be? Okay, what? There's two loaded questions.
The rug gets pulled out from underneath you, and
I'm not sure they have much correlation.
Let's see what the answer's going to be. I mean, I think some of the initial ideas aren't bad.
A solo Yoru, like you can make it work on most teams these. You can make it work on most maps these days, just purely because of Teo.
They didn't wait.
Probably say the best map for it these days might be Split, to be honest, with the Teo stuff.
4-2. Still.
Maybe Pow.
Recoverable position here from the side of Team
Maps
Secret.
where you can like split a little bit, I guess.
And this is going to be another thrifty attempt here for him. Has that Rolling Thunder Zinvi. So if you get a couple of picks on the approach, you have that opportunity. Rolling Thunder send rescale back into a site with the scrappier weaponry that they have. They're going to be dropping. It's like one. No,
okay, do they decide to just aggro Sendix? I think they need to do something. Camera go over towards C, gets info, and do T1 want to use this ult in the eco, or are they okay to and keep the eco clean and then save it for the big buy rounds?
I say that. A little bit of a pause just in case there's that mid lurk.
Nope. Just use it straight away.
Envy with a Sheriff.
It's a shame. Jesse shot the clone, so they realized he was in the corner. Meteor wins the 1v1, and it's just it's a 5v5 on site, and they got one. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4 reaching max money. Buzz 150 away from max money. They're basically all there.
They're looking for Envy. They're going to use the ISO ult on him. Just make sure that Rolling Thunder can't even get an opportunity to do anything. As soon as they got a spot on him.
I'm most excited to watch.
You know, Envy was trying to get out of
next
there,
week. NRG MIBR probably.
Escape the kill contract.
But
yeah,
could be a song.
So can't just try to
TP out.
Send the fake in.
No neon dash.
I think a lot of the EMEA games are close next week as well.
Go for a glass cannon operator, but looks like he is just gonna go for the Vandal here, the full armor. Currently posted up top here on the site.
Oof.
As he swings out looking for
dude, the aim duels are just disgusting at the moment, though.
For his greed, Buzz able to go ahead and quickly collect the headshot.
I was kind of curious if maybe somebody from T1 might grab an op, just because they're feeling confident. Buzz is very good on this map with that operator.
No,
haven't checked for this quite just yet. How patiently does he play this? 2GE.
No, bro, the FUD guy checks it.
And then Stacks finally assesses the situation. He plucks him out. Jesse Vash refilling that space out.
On Plateau, you mentioned something should go Yoru. That's what I would have done if it was like I had the whole of the off-season. Him going Yoru now, it's too late, really. He might get good by stage 2.
Set up deep over towards the defender's spawn. As Izu going to try to intercept and break up the ranks here from Secret.
I know where he's at.
30 seconds left.
DRX Boom is next week as well. That should be pretty close.
Another dig.
I think DRX, well,
Wild Oreo and Jesse Bash both tagged
I think DRX will be fine.
Left alone to try to clutch it, a single shock dart. All that he has to his name. The tripwire still blocking off that long exit, so they know that he's got to either be here on the side or he's got to be in towards the garage.
No, guys. No, the two didn't play together, and then Stacks is just too aware because he insta-reclears.
They had a great hold
he was
there.
like kind of banging.
A great read by Jesse to refill that space. I don't know how in the world Stacks
Easy 1v1s, yeah, they gave him so many 1v1s.
Maybe caught a glimpse of it on the mini-map or something, but goodness. Then he just clutches the round out because he is Stacks. He is the beast. And it's a heartbreak for Team Secret. That looked like a round they might be able to turn things around.
Yeah, and it was one of their better goes at it because they didn't have either of these ults. Now they got an eco. And the chance of one of these ults coming online after the eco is pretty high.
Post plant. Couple Guardians. See if they can find some shots. Nope.
Just one to the shoulder. Meteor.
Yeah, 3 away from his ult.
Comes away with the kill as Buzz catching a glimpse there of Envy. Down to 60. Stays alive. But now without their Omen, it becomes that much more difficult to try to really slow up these approaches. Fishing for some damage here is Jesse Vash. There's the double face and almost finds himself that second elimination. Meteor taking even more damage.
Feels like all the right people are getting kills on T1 at the moment.
Still has the shield though.
He's going to be set on alert. T1 are still drifting towards his A
I like
side.
this though. Meteor low HP, so calls that he wants to lock.
They have no info.
Get caught off guard. I mean, this could very well spiral into a Thrifty here.
Now they should know there's 2 there.
Yeah, they spot 2.
Do you assume that it's just going to be stacked up? Envy finding one. Neural Depth about to reveal.
Yeah, Meteor can take a lot of space. They can go back.
Oh,
very nice. And Meteor goes spawn.
So still decent layers set up. As Meteor not popping the shield, just looking to try to play surprise. Finds the first, cannot get the second.
He's 1 away from his ult now, so he did incredible.
1 away from his next.
It's a nice decision from him. Again, low HP, trying to lock. Probably going to have more impact into the round. Oh, yeah, missed the flash. He had confidence that he hit it.
Diffused to come through, and a much-needed round win found.
Okay.
Yeah, that's huge from Jeremy.
Red Bull clutch of their own.
So good. Able to hold the line there. I mean, I can see the follow-up ideas from T1, just feeling confident. You know, they've been winning a lot of their duels. Here's one of them. And they've been able to find some good trades, and they think, well, if we could just play for trades at A, we could just get through there, but you have a couple ultimates to throw at this to give yourself a safe plant. Jeremy just able to dodge.
Very nice.
Also had the shield for Meteor, didn't?
He didn't pop it, yeah.
Didn't pop it, and I think if he does, you probably find a much different round result, but Jeremy with that, able to go ahead and pick up his 10th clutch in Pacific. Congratulations on the accolade. Secret though, how far can they snowball this? Operator now in hand for Jeremy.
Okay, if Team Secret don't win this,
once again all of T1 very much focused on.
I don't want to say it's done, but
yeah,
it's gonna be insanely rough for them because they're about to have the 2 ults up.
Clearly just an A hit. It's a decent
The
shot.
shock's good. Stops the drone. A little bit of damage. Meteor gets his ult, and he's been annoying.
This is gonna go ahead and grab Jesse. Or Wild Oreo. Excuse me.
Actually ends up being the Cypher that's better, but oh my goodness, nice shots.
Double tap to take him down. A rare loss. There's a spike now planted. T1 will be scattering a bit as that smoke does dissipate. Buzz ahead, not getting caught.
Oh my god, he nearly popped him through the cage.
Trying to force the angle. Dimensional drift is available.
No,
Sylvan
don't tell me they win this.
Able to find one. Buzz tagged up, taken down. Envy from heaven, finding the kill. Jeremy. Knives popped. They drop down, double peek in towards hell, and it's all on Sylvan.
Nicely done from Jeremy. Okay.
With some very nice movement. Breaks the crosshair.
They're actually doing it right. Like the T1 comp struggles a little bit on defense. If they can get like 5.
Envy that broke Sylvan's crossfire angle to help out Stacks. Really nice setup.
Got the ISO out of them.
Flourish from Jeremy. Oh, that is crisp, Wild Oreo.
Second shot, being able to find the head right as the shield gets broken.
It's crazy good.
Woo. Yeah, very nicely done here. Well, 2 rounds separating. Team Secret unable to really fully break down the economy.
Spamming so many A hits.
Be in a bit of a difficult spot.
You've got the ults though. The Yoru ult, you've got the Hunter's Fury.
TP forward, off the dimensional drift. They're in onto the site. Hunter's Fury available for Jesse Vash. Sat in heaven here for the moment. As Buzz calls at the site is relatively safe.
Okay, you should have at least heard the trip over towards long.
Now Sylvan at 21.
Oh, that kills him.
Shockdart kills. Plant's interrupted.
No smokes, they have to plant.
Look a little bit off kilter. Stacks Hunter's Fury comes out, gets a tag onto one. Follow-up final shot will connect onto Envy, so some damage dealt. So there's a spot out, but damage being suffered here on both sides. Operator now going to be on the floor as Buzz trying to take control here of this connector. Shorty not going to find the elimination, but does do a considerable amount of damage. And 2GE on the flank does get taken down.
One enemy remaining.
Now it's just Jesse
Very
Bash.
nice.
Falls quickly thereafter. T1 reestablishing some control here within the round.
They got no ults for this though. There is
up to 7, potential for an 8 and 4.
they don't have the best buy, but
as usual,
they still got the chance for the fight.
These post plants, everybody doing their job. Watching the
just
correct
outgun them a lot.
angles,
Yeah,
there.
it is just an aim diff from in a lot
Nice
of
job
runs.
by Buzz. Swapped over to the shorty. Buy himself a little extra time and space. Stacks wins his in sewers. So just a lot of individual skill showing up there. Everybody doing their job quite effectively. Of course, helps when you got a couple big ults. Now you have a Hunter's Fury still for Jesse. I was a bit curious to see. Oh, they got another spot. That was a really deep recon from Jesse. He sent that into Narnia. It caught Stacks over at attacker side spawn.
Jeremy just going to be backing off the angle. Izu getting himself quite far forward here in sewer.
Incredible timing again.
They're going to try to flash clear
As
out.
they crank pressure over towards
Izu at the
C.
same time, still just slowly walking up, hearing this. Checks the cubby. And now, big
Yeah,
clash.
does he
Izu's
expect
able to find
an
it.
extra pass and
Shots
long?
coming through. Attention from Team Secret now starting to be tied over towards this A site.
Well,
T1 are rotating back in.
after the round gone.
Tagged up as Izu just absolutely taking over this round.
Man, fair play.
Stacks is the one to lurk this time.
How often do I play
Find
ranked?
that kill right outside of double doors.
I pretty much only play Valorant like 2 months of the year.
Brutal.
Like I'll play in the off season.
Spike planted.
Spike wasn't anywhere near where the Hunter's Fury where you would expect it to be. Wow.
Okay. Probably one fight, but still 2v4 with both players shieldless, tagged up.
Once every 5 blue moons.
Stacks
Yeah, it's not
still
often.
on this deep little linger, and Jesse Bash
The
gonna
classic
take it
off
down.
season immortal climb. Yeah, pretty much.
There's the camp, there's the spray.
Just
It's a
hate
little
playing for the
freezing
first
at the
month
end.
because I can't hold a mouse.
But 8 and 4 are secured here
Second
for
month,
T1.
still pretty
Now in
awful,
front
but
of the
feels a bit better.
Switching sides.
Yeah, about what
Then
you would
stop
expect,
again, take 10 months
coming
off,
into this.
repeat.
Still seeing some decent things from Team Secret, but the individual skill on display for T1, it is just incredible how well and how self-sufficient the players are on this team. And that's why they can get away with running comps like this, why they can run the ISO Yoru, you know, why anybody
Play
can be
more
lurking at
TFT
any
than
given
Val?
time.
Yeah, I think I do.
You'll see Stacks do it.
At least do
often
for the
later
new
in the
patch
halves.
for sure.
So they'll sell
definitely
you
played
kind
more
of this idea
TFT
that's going to
than
be Meteor,
Val this
Izu,
year.
and then as the half rolls on, sometimes Stacks will start doing it. They'll start selling you some false info on
But
know,
I
who's
like to
gonna
play
be where,
Val.
where the lean is for the team.
I like 5 stack, but
So
5
it's
stack
really
you
hard
either
to
get
get
stream
reads
sniped or there's a smurf.
on what they're doing,
And
on top of
then
them
I
being
think playing
tremendously
ranked,
talented top to bottom.
because I don't play enough,
of
I
just
get
the
annoyed
individual
that
framing
I'm
power.
awful, and then other people
So,
like tell you how to play,
Team Secret,
but I'm just losing
on to the
angels.
attacker side has to be,
But then what they're saying is
really, really
wrong,
good.
so it just becomes like annoying.
because this is a defender side for this comp, actually pretty strong for T1. They're
They're
pretty
trying
solid
Marvel
at it.
Rivals? Nah, I never even tried it.
Oftentimes going
I would like it though.
positive in the round ratio.
Play any Battle
aspect.
Royale games? I played H1Z1, that was a banger.
So a lot of work cut out for him, but we saw some moments, we saw some glimpses of hope. A few outplays here and there that
Nothing
T1
like
had
Fortnite or
to
anything
pull
like
out
that.
to win rounds, but
Fortnite? Nah, I don't like the build mechanic. When
could
the
be done.
skill in the
be done.
game is a build
Let me start
mechanic,
with
like a
another
one-player
pistol
skill, I
win here
don't
for the
really
Seven
like
Secret.
it. Like I like the skill to be
Val,
aim
anti-eco.
jaws
Half the
instead
rounds
of
you're able to accrue in that first half.
building. Like I don't want the skill to be
Having a
whoever
roll, there's only
spends
one
the
kill
most
so
on the
far.
server
That last round of the half.
doing
Yeah.
one-player stuff is the skill. I think that's a boring game
nice shot
for
guard,
me
though.
personally.
Jesse, as always, on point with
Exposing
the
my
util
age with this
Sova.
statement? Yeah,
Say
probably.
something you can pretty
I
much
just don't
always say
like
about
building
Jesse.
being the skill, man. I think it's
Fault line here from Envy
it might
at
as
the
well be a
ready.
one-player game.
As there it goes, quick TP out. Looks like Meteor does get noted.
Rocket
Shield now
League,
gonna be
yeah, similar
broken.
thing. Rocket League's
Paranoia's
kind of
gonna
fun
be
though,
sent in
but
as well. Meteor out into the open
I
eventually.
agree.
Will get taken down as Envy collects the kill. And this mid-aggression,
Benji, why you just
nicely
lurking?
dealt with by Team
What's going
Secret.
on here? Just lurking as soon as I
Caught a great
flame
timing on it too.
Fortnite.
Meteor
stepping
wasn't
in.
able to get out of there cleanly.
It's crazy.
Everybody dashing in.
Push up
Just
through the
protecting
smoke,
Fortnite.
Sylvan at the ready. Finds himself a second forward, getting taken down there by Envy. Sees it, collects another.
Enemy
Envy.
remaining.
Dude, Envy
Going
did
to
pretty
fall.
good,
It's
man.
now
But
Buzz and Stacks, the dynamic duo versus Wild Oreo. Just dancing around the boxes here. It seems like Buzz, decent idea of where he's at, decides to just go ahead
gotta
and
defend the
backpedal.
greatest game.
Wild
I would
Oreo
like
gets across into his sight lines.
They have
Stacks
no
is
build,
there on
right?
the
I
swing.
would probably
Johnny on
like
the
that.
spot. You go ahead and close it out.
be fair.
Tied up in pistols. Not quite though. In a round count. T1 make their way up to 9.
Yeah, fantastic work here by Buzz, working around that box. It's a great early start. Meteor has nowhere to go. No hope, but Sylvan
PUBG.
tucked
I played
right into
PUBG
the
for a
edge
little
of
bit.
that
I probably
smoke.
played like, I don't know, 15 hours.
So nicely placed.
It's okay.
Holds his ground for the second.
I didn't think it was
and then
great.
Buzz there, making sure that
H1's
the
that
spike
one's
is
a lot
still
better,
where
man.
it is, on the ground. Therefore, you kind of have a pretty good idea that Wild Oreo had wrapped around to the other side of the box. You could just be patient, wait for your opportunity, get the double swing with Stacks.
Apex was a banger.
Perfect
That's a
timing,
banger
perfect
game, to be
execution
fair.
as you would expect
I
from
played a lot
duo
of
that's
Apex.
been playing together as long as those two have. Meteor
Rainbow
back in
Six?
sight
Nah,
there.
it doesn't look
Sylvan
like
as
my kind
well.
of game.
He's expecting
Meteor's
the
just-
recon.
Yep, just looking for it. There it is.
Eventually does come
Open
through.
flash.
Full flash connecting, and Jeremy
Angels
able to
look
collect
weird,
one.
innit?
Looks for the weapon, but Sylvan is here, and he is playing protect.
Damn, bro.
Comes up with 3 stacks.
Damn,
Swings in
dude.
right around
I like
behind
that everyone
Wild
from
Oreo.
T1 instant reaction on this, though. Everyone
That's
was
all
here
that
real
Jesse can do.
fast.
Let's pick up this outlaw.
Apex have a
Jesse.
lot of cheers. I don't know. I used to
Playing
play ages ago when there wasn't
flank
cheers,
duty,
so it
post-plant
was pretty
duty.
fun back then.
Just
League of
couldn't get
Legends?
there to get
Yeah, I
the
played a
plan
lot of
down.
League. But like,
An opportunity to try to
Niddly
find the
Blitzcrank
kill
only.
here, but doesn't catch a
I don't
glimpse.
have fun
Izu
on
does.
anything else.
And that'll be T1. Moving up now.
Played Paladins.
By
I played
6.
Paladins for a little bit, but as soon as you realize that
Yeah,
aim doesn't matter in
Really
that game,
nice
I
there
stopped
from
playing.
Sylvan. Good game plan early. Again, you're seeing some good combos. You're seeing some good utility usage from the side of Team Secret, but the individual firepower and the weaponry advantage that T1 has in that situation, too much to deal with. Caught Buzz.
Played Minecraft. I've never
Sneak up
set
behind
foot
him.
on a Minecraft server.
So again, you can see the game plan. You can see that Team Secret
Never-
has some good
never even
ideas,
played
has some
it.
good reads, but
Not even
at
1
the end of the
second of
day,
it.
T1 is just a little bit further ahead. Oh, Buzz.
Buzz at the ready. Yeah,
That's the
full
yellow
level
card.
well.
It's just the Zoomer version
Yeah,
of
they
Rust,
did.
man.
Yeah.
Undercut
I would
was
rather
there,
play
so
Rust.
didn't matter what kind of armor you had. You were absolutely dead to rights, 2G. For a little bit more. Does get contact on the Jesse Bash, takes him down to 10 HP. It's a nice shot in reply. It put Buzz on the floor.
Chat, if you guys are
At the same
typing
time,
you haven't played
behind
Rust,
Jeremy.
then I don't know what to say to you.
Just feels like any and all entry power now out of Team Secret's hands as they are in danger of losing out on this ante.
Ooh, Jesse.
It's another huge shot. Gets
Damn,
himself a third.
look at my guy go.
T1 maybe getting overzealous, overconfident.
I even rage baited the
sitting
mods.
down.
No, the mods get really angry when I
Goodness.
play Minecraft.
Been looking to get away. No damage
I
suffered
always
there.
know I've got that in my
Tries to
back
push
pocket.
forward.
It's sick.
Izu's still making his way across through the connector. Fault line about to come through, and Envy collecting the kill. Izu now all alone. A 1v3.
Trying to isolate.
But Wild Oreo holding the
Yeah,
angle
nice.
is ready for it. So no bonus conversion to be found. Solid recovery off the back of some very crisp shots from Jesse Bash. And Team Secret will get up to the halfway point trying to tie this up.
Oh, this is a phenomenal round from Jesse. He saves Team Secret's life. Gives them some kind of hope. Disgusting. But it felt like that had T1 bonus written all over it. Off the rip. Good combo to set Buzz up, do some damage with the outlaw, even though Buzz goes down.
They
Still
went
gonna
to
have
me,
another
bought my
outlaw,
way
though.
around Elden Ring.
They're looking for maybe
Just don't like one-player games, man.
some kind
I
of
would do it
setup.
for you guys. That's about it.
Plenty
I'm
of money
not sure
for
I'd have fun.
Team Team Secret, 3 of their players could afford full
And
armor.
that game
So
would
I'm
be
a bit
wasted on
curious
me.
about this. I guess the money just wasn't quite there for the rifle, and felt like this was better than going down to something else.
Yeah, you just got to shoot him in the head.
Just tap him in the head.
Yeah.
Easy money.
Has the gate crash set up. Thrown down to Sewer. TP confirming a decent amount.
Yeah, Sylvan saw everything.
Decoy.
Everything in the world there. So just
How many people can he one-shot? 2?
buzzes. Got his
Dude, everyone's
decoy
using the
stuck.
DRX recon now.
I think he might be a
Oh,
victim
real
of the new
popular.
decoy change.
Well,
Oh
my
god, the
One,
double
two, they're gonna
damage.
cut
He
in
got
play.
the
Buzz
fast,
now
but
gonna be sent
no,
down. The
dude,
classic
there's
drawn
no
out.
way.
As Buzz finds himself
Oh,
a third
God.
pop flash through the smoke. Draws out the weapon. Has the double take. Go ahead.
4
clean him
bullets
up, but he's
away.
got the
Lovely,
ace.
lovely shot at the end
Brought to
here.
you by Predator, and that
He
perfectly
shot one of the
describes Buzz in
only
that
2
round. On the prowl.
that was 25
feasting.
armor, and then got the
Oh
second one
my
that had full on
God.
with the double damage. That's nice.
Classic Buzz. The
That's just a
And the
game
classic
break.
kill was just nice.
The production was just like, we don't have enough time. It was so fast, we couldn't get the replay built.
high score, what does that mean? Did I break it?
Should just replay
Nice
the
util.
round from the beginning. No need to cut up anything.
Well, that's the
That's an ace with some
Benji
confidence
Fishy
right there.
Arm
no
Hair
doubt
with
about
the
it. That's the
gifted to
all-time
Benji.
kill
Thank
leader
you
at
so much.
international events for you folks.
Thank you for the gifted.
Absolutely ridiculous. He just has these moments. Like he's good for one on
Have I ever
Haven
played
where he has
Ultra
that
Kill?
round
Nah, I
where he
don't know
just
what that is,
takes
dude.
over. There's just no hope for the other team. We've seen it so many times this year.
Ultra kill. No, I don't think so.
That's why I've been, you want to glaze Meteor, I'll glaze Buzz.
Go for it. Go for it.
The guy's just been at the top of every international that he's been to. He's always, I'd say, underrated going into the
Elden Ring is
events, and then
different because
always
the
shows
level
up.
of challenge scratches the competitive itch.
Here on T1, he is looking
Okay,
right
that's
as rain.
interesting. That is like
I
what
mean, I
my
just think back to
one.
that chamber
That is like
moment
my
he had
one
on
thing that I
Icebox
hate about one-player
Last
games.
time, where he quick swapped
Like
over
you-
to the headhunter. God.
Like it's not.
That was
That is
beauty.
not
Well,
difficult.
might get to see that as well in map 2.
I'm hoping so. I'm
It is just
curious to see
pointless.
if that's actually
if it's
T1's
actually, like,
Icebox
hard,
comp, or if
then
that's
that
just
sounds
something
kinda
threw
fun.
together last minute.
No idea, but now
Right? Any rhythm
Team
games?
Secret, their last timeout committed.
Guitar Hero count? Probably not.
Needing to start to turn the tide here. There's Sylvan.
Oh, this is
At the ready, there's the drop down. Paranoia in with the pop flash.
It does?
Buzz gets
Okay,
in,
well then,
gets
yeah.
out.
great trap play.
Guitar Hero is a banger though.
Izu in the corner though, a little bit straight up, but Sylvan hits
Bro,
the transfer.
they just aim diff them.
Envy and
They
Jeremy
aim
both
diff them
on the
and,
floor.
and they
5
fight
bullets
so
remaining here
well
in the bag
together.
for Sylvan. Still pushing forward and looking for a bit more. Frenzy on the corner, but 2GE
remaining.
trying to shift over towards main. Buzz is right there, ready, waiting, and collecting. Jesse now is giving up his position, and Meteor is right on top of him. 12-5. Map point locked in here. 14-1. Team Secret needs
okay,
7 consecutive round wins
7
to take it into
chances.
overtime.
Yeah, one
Played
of the things
Baldur's
I
Gate
really
3.
like
I played the
about
tutorial,
T1
and I can appreciate it.
is the way they play
But I wouldn't-
anti-eco.
I wouldn't
Where
play.
they set up for these traps, where they have multiple
Like, I
layers
can
of
appreciate
util that they're going to throw
that
at
it's a
you
good
to
game.
make sure that, even though it is just against an eco, they're going to make sure that it's just cleaned up and dealt with.
And I
There's
can
no real
understand why a lot
threats.
of people
20
like
kills
it.
now for Buzz.
But
As is all.
I just wouldn't
See
play
if he
it.
wants to pop it. Jesse.
It's here like 1.2 something kills per round.
Yep. It's pretty good.
Not that many.
Ooh.
Do I like co-op games, stuff like Overcooked for like
Fully
10
anticipates
minutes,
the
man.
aggressive push
I
out.
still
That's a
remember,
punish.
dude, I had a flight with DDK, man, and he
don't
made
think
me
we've
play
really seen
Overcooked
that
for 2 hours.
This early
And
from
I was
T1.
I was
Push out
done
C
in
like
the
that,
first
so
20
good read.
minutes.
Good
And
intuition
he
from
wanted
Team
to play
Secret.
for like 3 hours straight. I didn't have the heart to
Meteor
tell him that I was
dead.
done.
And they get Izu
So I
secured
was just
into
playing
window,
on
but
it, and
there's
he was
gonna be
having the
a
best
tripwire
time, and I was like,
behind
oh
him.
man,
It's a jump on
I'm
the
having
one.
no fun here, but I'm looking at the
down.
smile on his
Warrior
face, and I was
cutting
like, I can't let him
across.
down.
It's
Like a
the mark.
puppy.
What?
Whoa, what is that?
Ah!
What is that shot, dude?
Excuse me!
Dude, that should... Why is he even gone for that shot?
He just knew.
I'm
Man just saw the future.
gonna need a moment.
I'll take this over because the round's over and
Hey,
Envy's
we'll,
got it. So it is a round win
keep
for
it going.
Team
Dude, that was
Secret,
nuts, bro.
despite a little little bit of wildness of his own from Izu.
We're trying to get me to play variety games. It happens every time in the off
Quite
season.
the,
It doesn't really happen.
transfer there.
Played League of Legends a
Sometimes
little
you
bit.
just
That was
know.
kind of fun.
What?
Let's see it again,
One enemy remaining.
please.
Oh my god, they didn't replay it?
Ah,
It's too late.
Criminal.
Pursue production. Okay, okay.
I don't know what the hell just happened.
That was crazy, dude.
All right. Glitch in the Matrix.
Well, you got all the ults in the world for Team Secret. Operator, though, for Buzz. Oh, the spot.
Jeremy dead.
Walks in front of it.
Buzz once again just getting in, getting his,
It,
getting out.
it kind of looked like he went to go for the spam and then
Punching the clock.
And then he
9-5
swung.
kind of guy is Buzz, you know?
I'm pretty sure that's what happened because it was incredibly
T1 has
fast.
been a bit more of the salt of the earth type team.
This year, yes.
Yeah, just the 1-2-0 they've been able to find.
Well, there goes Haven.
But it's just such a solid advantage here. Buzz is operator. It's been so very clean. And now the dimensional drift will go ahead, scale forward, clear out everything here at A.
Not again.
As Wild Wario trying to, yeah, I mean, come on. Buzz exiting here into window, sitting at the pop flash, just trying to harass Jesse Vash here out of mid. Forces him forward, gets him into the cubby.
Yeah, could pressure TP's away. Omen flash.
TP's out, joins in. 3 players on the approach. Buzz.
Buzz, you got another one in
for
you?
a second, he was going to be able to find another ace.
Yeah,
Not
that's too
quite
good on
the
this map.
B, but
They're just too
13 to
good.
6,
They're too good with the
T1
ults. They're too good
looking
playing together,
electric
and they aim
as
different a
always
little bit.
here on their pick of Haven.
Yeah, it's fearsome for anybody to go against. This Haven is